Most people will never know what they're truly capable of, not because they weren't talented enough, not because they weren't smart enough, not because life was too hard, but because they never pushed. They never bled. They never burned. They chose the couch over the grind. They chose the excuse over the effort. They chose comfort, and they called it peace. But deep down, in the silence of 3 a.m., they know. They know they had more in them. They know they gave up too soon. They know the life they're living is not the life they were meant to live. And here you are, watching this. At this exact moment in your life, maybe you're tired. Maybe you're broken. Maybe you failed so many times you've forgotten what winning even feels like. But something in you, something powerful, refused to give up completely. And that thing, that's what we're gonna fan into a fling today. Let me tell you the truth about success. Nobody hands it to you. Nobody gives it to you because you deserve it. Nobody saves a seat for you at the table just because you showed up. Success doesn't care about your feelings. Success doesn't care about your past. Success doesn't care about how hard your life has been. Success only cares about one thing. What are you willing to do? Not what you're willing to say. Not what you're willing to dream. Not what you're willing to wish for on a Sunday night before another week of mediocrity starts. What are you willing to do? When you're tired, will you still work? When you fail, will you get back up? When nobody believes in you, will you believe in yourself? Because that is the separation. Not talent, not luck, not connections. The separation is work. Raw, relentless, unglamorous, brutal work. The kind of work that doesn't look good on Instagram. The kind of work that happens at midnight when everyone else is sleeping. The kind of work that leaves you exhausted, broken, and proud because you know you left everything on the field. That is what separates the great from the average. That is what builds empires. That is what changes lives. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Think about the version of you, the one you dream about, the body, the business, the freedom, the peace. That version of you exists. That version of you is real, but that version of you worked for it. That version of you sacrificed for it. That version of you said no to comfort 1,000 times so they could say yes to their potential. The gap between who you are now and who you're meant to be is not filled with wishes. It's filled with work. I know what it's like to want to quit. I know what it's like when the weight becomes too heavy, when the bills pile up, when the people you love doubt you, when you look at your life and think, maybe this is all I'm worth. But let me tell you something. That voice is lying to you. That dark, heavy, suffocating voice that tells you to give up, that is not truth. That is fear. And fear has killed more dreams than failure ever has. You were not put on this earth to be ordinary. You were not given this mind, this body, this life to waste it on mediocrity. You were built for something more. You can feel it. That burning hunger inside you. That restless feeling that won't let you settle. That is your calling. Answer it. Let's talk about the grind. Not the social media version of the grind. I'm talking about the real grind. The grind that nobody sees. The grind that nobody claps for.
The grind at 5 a.m. when it's dark and cold and every part of your body says, stay in bed. But you get up anyway. The grind when your idea fails and you rebuild. The grind when your plan collapses and you adapt. The grind when you pour your heart into something and the world doesn't respond and you keep going anyway. That is the grind that builds greatness. The greats understood something that the average person never will. The work is the reward, not the trophy, not the money, not the fame. The work, the feeling of pushing past your limits, the feeling of becoming someone new, the feeling of looking back 6 months from now and not even recognizing the person you used to be. That is worth everything. So stop waiting for motivation to show up. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for perfect conditions that will never come. Pick up the weight. Open the laptop. Make the call. Write the plan. Take the step. Do the work.
This is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when things get easier. Right now. This second, you have a choice to make. You can close this video and go back to the life you've been living. The same habits, the same excuses, the same results. Or you can decide that from this moment forward, you are no longer the person who gives up. You are no longer the person who shrinks. You are no longer the person who watches others win while you sit on the sideline wondering what if. From this moment, you become the person who shows up every single day, without exception, without negotiation, without apology. Because here is what I know about you. You didn't find this video by accident. Something in you is hungry. Something in you is ready. Something in you knows it's time. So let this be your moment. Let this be the day you look back on 1 year from now and say that was when everything changed. Work when you're tired. Work when you're scared. Work when you want to quit more than anything. Work in the morning. Work at night. Work on the days when the world beats you down and you have nothing left to give. And then find something more. Because greatness is not a gift. It's not a talent. It's not a privilege. Greatness is a decision. And the decision is yours. Right now. So make it. Work like hell.